Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress. So we're picking up right where we left off last time. Our caravan from the mountain home has just arrived, so we're going to start moving goods over to our trade post and see what they've brought us. And then, in other news, concerning our our magma pit, and getting our smelting up and going with the magma smelters, someone left a comment and said that, hey, instead of building all these floor tiles, it'd be way easier to just flood the area and it turns into obsidian, I believe he said, and it'll cover this area. We can mine it out, and it'll all be, it'll leave the obsidian floor there. So, duh, that's way better. I don't know why I didn't think of that. And then he also suggested, so we don't get magma creatures coming into our fortress, we'll dig off a tunnel here, and I was looking at it. I can go up here and we'll just dig a set of stairs down directly here. We'll come to this layer, and we can come up and over here maybe a little bit, and we'll make our new smelting place here, and then we can go down one level and just have our magma pool directly underneath. So we will be good to go for that. So I think that's going to be the new plan. So what we could do is pump water from this area here. But I'm also thinking that I want to bring this water down into our fortress, so we can kind of create a tunnel system to collect water under our tavern and under our hospital to have water for a well. So I think I'm just going to bring the water in from here and dig down into our fortress, and bring it down to here, and I can just dig a channel down on this layer, and it should fall into our magma here. So we're gonna go ahead and try and do that today. So we're gonna grab our miners, and we're gonna tell them we only want them to be mining for the time being. So then what we're gonna do is, let's see. Let's try and come in from maybe this corner over here, or actually this upper quarter. So we're going to grab our mine tool, dig a channel, and then we're going to go up 1 Z level until we hit that, and then we're just going to make a small tunnel that's then going to lead to this river. And I think what I want to do is have it kind of go up this way a little bit, so that it's not going to be in the way of our fortress, anything we want to build. So we'll just come up 1 layer, out 2, up 1, and we'll just repeat that until we get up to the surface. Making sure we're always digging the channel upward here. Actually, that's not gonna work. We should do it from the top, I think, because they're gonna mine from the top. So let's note where we're at. Okay. So we'll come up here, and we will mine like this, and then we're gonna do downward, and then just do the same thing. I'm not sure if it matters, but I think they'll dig it out better if it's like this. Oops, wrong one. And then if we keep it up here out of the way, once we're ready, we can go ahead and connect it to other areas of our fortress and effectively have a cistern system set up to take water throughout our fortress. Okay. So we kind of overshot a little bit where we needed to be. Let's come back to this one, and we will go like this instead. So dig down, and then we'll just run it over to here. So we want to come here and dig this one downward. And then we'll come here. We'll just go ahead and delete these since I kind of messed up on that a little bit. But that's okay, we'll still have it connect to our initial shaft we started to dig. And it really shouldn't take them much time at all. So we hit right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase those two. And then they should be able to dig that. And then water should fall down here onto our magma, making the obsidian. Now let's come back up here to the surface. Now I think the easiest way, I think we can just dig straight into here. But I think what I want to do is actually come up another layer, and what we'll do is we'll dig a channel. So we'll start with just that one there, and that should allow them, I think, to get into here. And then we'll just, once we have it all dug out, we'll extend the channel out into our brook, and that should make the water flow down and not have to worry about our dwarves getting caught in the tunnel as it's starting to fill up with water, especially because they will have nowhere to go to get out of it. As the end point is going to be our magma pool. So next thing we do is we're going to want to do is come into the work orders and go ahead and add another rock floodgate. And let's just go ahead and have them make 5 of them just so that we have a few on hand. Hopefully those guys will run up there soon. We also need to come here and check and see what we're going to put out for our trade caravan. You can see they're starting to move into position. So we're going to go through. They requested armor, I believe, the last time they were here. So I think we're going to go ahead and send up some of this armor, but we're also going to check to see if we have any valuable cut gems. Sometimes they can be worth a good bit, and looks like we don't. So is there any other crafts that we've made? Sometimes your prepared meals can be worth quite a bit as well, but we just don't have them, our dwarves, kind of skilled up as much as I would like. But let's go ahead and just have them send up all of this. We can check our bins. Finished good. Yeah, we could probably send this one up. This one's worth about 2,000. I really like to make sure I have a good bit of goods being sent whenever it's our dwarven home, I really like to make sure I can get as much as possible going. So these guys are all digging. Where are you going to dig at? Okay, you are traveling up to the surface. Oh, I forgot I also had this mined out because I wanted to put our new trade post down here. For now, I'm going to cancel all this. Just because I forgot that I had it designated. And then hopefully they'll go and actually start mining out that tunnel. As well as, let's come down here to our industry layer. And we're going to set up some stairs. And I think I wanted it to go right through here. So that would be perfect. As we'll stay inside all of those layers. And I think actually not that one. I think this should be where we come out at. And we'll just come over here. And we'll mine out just a fairly large area here. Making sure not to actually dig into the cavern layer. And let's just kind of round this off a little bit. Just to give it a little bit less of a squared off look. There we go. That should be good for now. And then we're going to want our magma chamber to be underneath this. And we don't have to make it exactly the same size because that'll give us room to expand. I just want to make sure that we kind of overlap here at least a good bit. So that should be more than enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to want to come up here. So we're going to just do... We should probably do a fairly small chamber. We're still waiting a couple, but we're going to go ahead and request the broker come up. Just so he's there, hopefully, by the time that they get everything set up. And we're just going to angle over here towards our magma pool. And then I think we're going to do the same thing where we're going to go up to the layer. We're going to go up to this layer, and then we'll channel through one of these tiles. And then hopefully our dwarf will not get burned alive by the magma if everything goes well. I've not really messed with magma a whole lot, unfortunately. So we're gonna give it our best shot here. And then we're gonna come up one layer, dig a channel down there, and that should connect to that tunnel. And then we'll mine there. And I think we'll go ahead and say that if we put down a workshop for our magma smelter, so it should be that tile there in the center of it, and we're gonna do a channel. Let's do a channel downward on that one, so we should be able to get down to that lower level. Don't know why they're harvesting plants, but that's okay. Have they started to dig this up here any? No, they have not. I think they're actually going down to, dig this out as well. I forgot I had all this designated for them. Let's go ahead and just cancel this so they actually work on the magma forges. Okay, so here's our liaison from the mountain homes. To discuss our situation, they share some information with us and ask us what we're going to request. I think this time we're going to request... What do we want? Honestly, we might want some thread. And we might want... We should be good on splints and crutches. They almost always bring a ton of cloth and leather, so I'm probably not going to request that. Let's request some instruments, and let's see if there's any pets that they can give us. So we're just gonna select a couple of these different instruments, and let's check their pets. We're good on dogs. We might request a cow and a bull. We have hens and roosters. The alpacas might be good to request because I believe we can shear them to make yarn. And let's just request some of these other seeds as well. I know we're good on plump helmets, but we'll request the other ones. And then obviously they'll be at the increased price again. So for the next caravan, they're going to be requesting cut gems and plants. So cut gems we should be able to do pretty easily. We're still waiting for things, and our broker is going to be on the way there. Okay. So let's go ahead and wait for them to come over here. Let's check our work orders. Still working on some of the copper weapons and armor. They're making a good progress on the furniture for the bedrooms, and they haven't touched the floodgates yet, so hopefully they will get on that. We're still waiting on 3 goods. Can we see who's bringing them and how close they are? Okay. So you're making your way up. You're pretty close. You are almost there. And there should be one more person. Oh, our child. Okay. So it looks like, yeah, they'll be there very shortly. So we'll go ahead and wait for those 3 items. Hopefully our broker doesn't leave in the meantime. Okay, let's go ahead and trade. So it looks like they about doubled. They were worth like 30. Now they're worth around 60-ish. So we're going to mark all of that. And unfortunately, that only gets us at 2,743. So we'll see what we can get for that. Couple instruments and toys. I think we're going to get the alcohol and the milk. They prefer to have a variety, and so far we've only made alcohol with our plump helmets. So They do have a steel warhammer. That might be nice to get. I don't think we're worried about clothing yet. They do have a bunch of different seeds, so we'll grab all of those up. Maybe not all of them. They have brought quite a lot of them. And as usual, they've brought a couple bins of cloth and leather. We'll go ahead and grab the meat up as well. And the plump helmets, because they're not too costly. We will grab this cheese as well. Maybe not the cheese. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's go back up and see if we can grab that steel warhammer. Let's try. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and tell him we no longer need him. And so all of our guys are back to digging. Let's see. Where are you going to dig at? Oh, yeah. I keep finding more and more tasks that I've told them to. Let's see where they're going to go now. So it looks like they might finally be heading... Nope. One day we'll get them to mine up here. Okay, so now he's going to dig a channel. So he's going to start digging out our channel for our cistern to go down into our fortress with our water. So he's making his way over here, and hopefully he'll start just doing all of the tasks in the row. Perfect. So he's working his way down. Hopefully he'll get all the way down there before he gets tired or hungry. That would be perfect. Let's check. They still haven't made our floodgate. I think if we move it up like this, it will increase its priority on tasks to be done. And hopefully they will get that done sooner rather than later. Because I don't want an endless flood of water going down into here. I want to be able to shut it off once we get all of the magma turned into the stone there. So he's actually making really good progress. I think this is one of our more skilled guys. Yeah, legendary miner. So that's perfect. He's getting it done pretty quickly. Yeah, this is way more efficient than did something happen that he's not able to get out of there now? Sometimes I mess this up and they can't get back up the ramps, but I think he should be okay. I don't know why he's just standing there though. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck there. Oh, oh, okay. So here it mined it out. So what we're gonna do is come and dig one up. I think if we dig up here, he should be able to get back out. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. And then hopefully let's see. Yep, they've made one of the floodgates, so we can come down here. And I think we'll just put it we'll put it here. And I think because I think if we put it here, water might go past it on the diagonal. So we'll put it there to make sure that it doesn't get past it. So floodgate. And then we'll also have to go back down into our fortress. I think I like to put them usually wherever there's going to be a lot of people traveling back and forth. So I think actually putting it somewhere in here might be a good spot for the lever to go that will control it. And we already have some mechanisms made up, so soon they should jump on that. Let's come down here, and then we're going to go ahead and build another trade depot and put it there. And we'll just have them make it out of chalk. That's fine. That's all the chalk sitting there. Another thing I forgot to check. They did not move any of those animals down there yet. And they're starting to get hungry. I did designate this as a pen and pasture, right? And I have them all assigned to it. So I must just have too many tasks for them to keep up with. Because it looks like everyone's pretty much doing something. Don't want to cancel them. Is there a way to pause them? I don't think so. Well, let's just go ahead and cancel these for a minute. And we'll come back up here and tell him to hold off on this because I don't want all of our animals to die. So hopefully by doing this, they will go ahead and focus on getting the animals moved down to the new pen area. So that they don't starve to death in our tavern, which would be very unfortunate. Plant seeds. Construct building. What are you going? Oh, you're probably going to construct the floodgate. Yeah, I don't know why they're not moving them down. Yeah, everyone's assigned to hauling. It also occurs to me that I never built a butcher shop. And we're gonna suspend construction just so that it doesn't add another task. Did they mine out this area down here yet? They did not. Because I did not do that. That's unfortunate. But that's okay, because hopefully I want to get the animals moved before anything else. And hopefully now that they are... Nope, they still don't want to do that. Normally they haul the animals pretty quickly. Workers gather animals. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they're not moving them down, and it looks like they're all about to starve to death as well. So that is very unfortunate. They're all going to store items in the stockpile. So I guess they're moving goods down from our trade post into our stockpiles down there. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. I would really hate for all of those animals to die. These are our visitors that are here to hunt monsters. Oh, nope, never mind. That was one of the traders, I think. You're going to construct a building. You're gonna... What building are you going to construct? I assumed they had already built the floodgate up here, but maybe not. Oh, yeah, it looks like they haven't built it yet. Okay. Yeah, they are starving. I wonder if I delete this zone for the time being, if they'll actually go somewhere else and hopefully find food or something until they can be moved down um, into the other area. It doesn't look like they're actually going out there. We're still moving items to the stockpile. A gremlin. Oh, there he goes. He was trying to sneak in to steal stuff from us. Just gonna keep... Okay, so they've gone ahead and done that. So let's come down here, and we're gonna have them link a lever, and we're gonna have them link it to this, and then we're gonna have them pull the lever so that we can open it. And we've also attracted some migrants this time. So we have a new fish cleaner. So so far one. Sometimes they do kind of file in a little bit, but it seems like we've just got the one. But that's better than nothing. I'm thinking it's probably because we just traded with our trade caravan, so we've kind of changed the amount of exported and imported wealth. I would love it if my animals could make their way down here. Oh, and it looks like our yak has. And he's eating that pretty quickly. So hopefully we can get more of that to grow here so that they don't starve to death. But that's definitely an improvement having them down here and not in our tavern area. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace our tavern so that our dwarves will keep going here. Accept, and then I think we can, yep, put that one back in how it was. Perfect. Now let's come down here and tell our miners to start mining this out as well. And let's tell them that we want them to be mining that. Now we do need to check, let's add some of these labors back on. Rock coffers. And I think we'll just stick with 10 of each. Let's see, how many beds do we currently have? So, I think this means this this is the number of beds that we have available, and this is the number that we have used already. Because we do have beds in all of these. So let's go ahead and focus on mining this out as well, so we can get more bedrooms, because we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and we have 24. So we did get quite a good many new people. Look like 2 peasants. Maybe another armorer or 2. Okay, so we've got a couple of new people that we're going to want to get bedrooms for, and also let's come here and make this a new dormitory. Actually, we can come up here, and I think these beds, if we have them remove the building, then we can move them down to the new dormitory. So that's awesome. We had 15, so we got 9 more dwarves to come join our fortress, so that's great. Let's make sure they didn't bring any animals with them that need to be pastured. That one we can put in. Okay, so we have a bull, we have a yak calf, and a bunch of birds, so we'll put the birds in here. So a bunch of chicks, and the blue peacock, and our little turkey guy here. The cats, I'll let them run free. We do have a petition for 2 more visitors to join our fortress for eradicating monsters, so I'm just going to go ahead and approve that in case we do come across anything in the caverns that is going to be a threat to us. So have they started mining any of this out? So yep, they've made some pretty good progress getting this worked out. Yeah, that'll be really good once we get that up and going. I think for the time being with this, since we do have some silver, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to make other objects from silver, and we're gonna have them forge silver crafts. Can we do that? Yep, make silver crafts. And we'll just have that on repeat for a little bit. And we also want to add back our charcoal task. And just because we have a lot of wood right there ready to go, let's tell them to go ahead and continue cutting gems. And let's maybe make 10 more beds as well, just so we have some ready to go. Let's come up here. Did they dismantle these yet? Looks like they did. So let's come back down to our tavern and place some beds in our dormitory. We're going to use closest material and keep after placement. And we'll just place down a couple in here. That should be more than enough. And we'll put a door on it. And then let's go ahead and designate this as a new dormitory. Whoops. and accept that. Because I believe I had already, nope, let's go ahead and get rid of this one. We should also check on our militia commander and see how their training is going. So here's our militia commander. Combat skills: skilled spears dwarf, skilled discipline, skilled fighter, competent armor, shield, and observer and dodger. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and see if we have anyone else that's gonna be a good fit for our first squad here. The furnace operator, let's leave them. Let's see. It's unfortunate these guys don't have any combat skills. I'd like to put them in. Everyone's kind of just competent and adequate. We don't have anyone that's very skilled yet. So I think we might just leave them for now. And then we'll add some more a little bit later. Let's go down here and check the progress with this. Oh, so I think our guys are going to get stuck there again. So let's have them... let's have them build a staircase, and then I think we can remove it. So we'll just build or construction. We could even just construct a ramp, I think. And then that should hopefully allow them to get back up out of there. So we have another Hammer's Dwarf visiting us. Oh, we've created our first masterpiece, a masterpiece tower cap bed. That's nice. Let's see, there's still a good bit of stuff up here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and tell them to deconstruct that, and then hopefully they'll start bringing that down when they have some spare time. Let's check and see how we're doing with armor. So we have, we do have some breastplates and some mail shirts ready to go. So I'm not going to worry about having anyone else forge those. Let's check our labors and see if we have any more. Okay, so we do have 2 novice planters, but they're both armorers, so I'm not going to tell them to do that yet. Our fish cleaner is an adequate fisher dwarf, so I think I'm going to go ahead and tell him to, if he wants to fish, go ahead and let him do that. Stone cutters and engravers. So I think I didn't look, but I think I have that set for everyone to do it, so that's fine. We'll leave that. And also we can come up here and we can go ahead and start to let water come down into this. So we need to pull that first so that it's going to be in the up position. And then we're going to tell them to dig a channel, and we'll just channel out into the water, and I think that should allow the water to then flow into here. Did it not get linked? Because I told them to pull it, but it's still down. Okay, let's cancel this order for a second, just so we don't have water flooding down there. Show linked? No, it says it's linked to it. Yeah. I don't know why it didn't change position, though. Hmm. Let's see. He came over and he pulled it. Oh, now it's up. Okay. Well, I don't know what that was all about. Now we'll have them come over here and dig their channel. And then we should have water start going down and start going into the magma layer there. I probably should also, since they did get those. There are 2 doors there. That's okay. We'll need them. We're gonna put 2 doors there, and then we should be able to lock them, I think. And then if the water does eventually come down, if I forget about it, it won't shouldn't flood into that area. So have they? They're still on their way. Let's just hop over to them. They're almost there. The water physics kind of scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm always scared that I'm gonna completely mess something up and just flood my entire fortress and kill everyone. So water's making its way down there pretty quickly. Kind of a longer area here, so it's not flowing as fast, but I think the more it drops in a shorter distance, like the faster it goes. So it might take a minute to hop over there. Let's check and see how our... Okay, so we have all our bedrooms dug out over here. And we're going to go ahead and place down our beds for those. Looks like there were a couple I didn't place over here. And then let's place some doors. That'll make zoning it a lot easier because we can do multiple bedrooms at one time because they're enclosed rooms with a door. So we're going to go to bedroom, multiple, and we're just going to drag over this entire area. And there we go, 9 new bedrooms. Sweet. And then they should come and grab those whenever they're ready. We're going to put some chests down. We're going to put a chest and a coffer in each of our bedrooms here, so that our dwarves have somewhere to store their items. Now, I see them put their clothes and stuff in the cabinets all the time, but I've never really noticed them put anything in their coffers. But maybe I've just overlooked it. Whoops, I didn't mean to put that one there. And that's kind of why I like this layout, because I can do 2 cabinets right next to the bed here, and then I can also do a like a coffer over here, and then eventually later on, if I want to put like armor stands or weapon racks or something like that down in them, I can as well, just to kind of make their bedrooms look a little bit nicer. Oh, we're 1 short. Are they still making them? Yep, it looks like they're making exactly 1. So that worked out quite well. So they're going to start moving that over. What are you? You're still digging that out? I guess we should tell him that he doesn't just have to mine, because then he might go ahead and build this ramp so he can get out of there. Yep, perfect. Uh, okay. Hold on. Let's just have him build, remove that, I think, and just build a stair. That'll make it easier. There. So now he should be able to build that and get out of there. Or someone else can. Because he is getting thirsty. And I don't want him to be stuck in there. So a section of cavern has collapsed. I've discovered a great magma sea, and you discovered an unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. Okay. Is that just... Huh. I guess this goes all the way down into the magma layer. The magma sea. Okay. Can we actually see that if we go all the way down? Okay. Wow. Yep, and semi-molten rock. We have tetrahedrite. Okay. That's 112 layers down. Let's go to where this collapsed. I think I know... I think I need it to be on the actual edge, maybe? Or maybe it's just not enough water hitting that? Because we're making a lot of mist and steam, but it's not, So let's go ahead and close this off. So pull the lever, and we'll let it, that's annoying. We'll let it drain, and we'll try and get down there and see if we can't fix that a little bit. Yep, so that's shut off, so eventually this should drain out. Now we might need to actually come in behind this so we can get down there, but we're not gonna worry about that for right now. Yeah, so where's the actual... This is the actual magma here. Yeah, it's just making a lot of... It is going down to like 1. Yeah, I'm thinking it probably just has to be up against the wall. Because it's saying it has no support, so it's collapsing down into the next layer. So maybe that's my problem. So maybe if I dig it over one, it'll start building up on the wall and work its way down. But we've I've kind of messed that up as well. Let's see. I thought I told him to build a ramp up there. Maybe I didn't. So ramp up and then like that. And then this is open space, so we should be able to channel... Yeah, that's kind of annoying. All the collapses. Hopefully the water will drain out of there pretty quickly. It's draining somewhat. Like I said, I'm not very good with with doing all this hydraulics stuff. So did they build the? They never built the staircase, and he's gonna die there. So let's just forget about that. Boy, I'm just not doing very good. Not doing very good right now. So let's I thought if I had the, I know what I did now. I thought if I had these up here, it would leave it, but I needed them on the bottom. So that's unfortunate. But let's just come over here and let me see. If we put one here, if we dig a ramp down over here, that should ramp down like this, and we can come out like that, and we'll go ahead and cancel these so it leaves the ramp there this time, I think. Nope, it just collapsed it again. Man, I'm not doing very good at all today. So let's just do this. We'll just come over here and we'll dig a stair down, and that will solve our issues for now. There we go. Now they can escape. Let's prioritize getting him out so he can go get something to drink before he dies of thirst, which he is now hungry and thirsty. But now he should be able to escape and go take care of his needs while the rest of these guys finish this off. I want to tell them to prioritize this just so I can figure out how that's going to work. And we need to come in here to our stocks and floodgate. Looks like we have one that's not in use. This guy here. But we need to make one out of something that is magma safe. And in order to do that, I think you can go into is it? There's something you can go into that tells you if stone use. Here we go. So we want we can do other stone, or we could do economic and just see so magnetite. Yeah, because we need our floodgate to be magma safe, I think, because if it is not, then it'll just melt, I believe, is how that works. So I need to figure out when we make a floodgate. Can I say so if we go in here and go to stone use and we say other stone, so do we have any chert? Can I tell them to specifically make a chert? No. I think there's a way to make a specific, maybe not. Maybe we should make it out of metal. I think if We should be able to make it out of metal. So yeah, I think if we just make it out of iron, we might be able to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and queue up a work order for an iron floodgate. And we just want one of those. And hopefully they'll get on that pretty quickly. So it looks like we've stopped getting notifications of the collapse in the magma area. Now that we're making some of these silver crafts, what I'd like to do is come down here and encrust finished good with cut gems. And hopefully that will increase the value of some of our crafts, our silver crafts that we've made. And it looks like they've made quite a few of them. So we're doing pretty good with that. I might cancel that soon. Just because I might go ahead and cancel that because they're going to be using up quite a bit of those silver bars. They probably don't have many left. Oops. Okay. Did they dig the channel yet? Okay, so they dug up there. Okay. So now as soon as our iron floodgate gets finished, we can go ahead and place that. And I'm also going to put down the lever for that. I'm going to go ahead and just put that right here inside the door. And then hopefully they'll build that pretty quickly. And we'll get a notification when that other one's done. What is everybody doing? Digging, making charcoal, mostly just storing items right now, and that's okay. What are you constructing? Oh, he's going to go down and put the lever in, so that's good to go. Alright, so we also have this area up here should be pretty well safe for our dwarves to go in. So let's go ahead and dig another ramp here so that we should be able to get down into there, I think. And we can fix this issue that we've had with our magma pool. So we have someone running up here. How are we doing down here? Are they... There's not a whole lot of this fungus down here, which is unfortunate. We'll have to think about butchering some of our animals here soon. Just so that way we don't have them all starving to death. I think I want to put move my farm plots down here next as well. Let's see. He's still on his way out to dig that channel. We'll just go ahead and follow him. He's almost there. I really want to get those the magma forges going. Oh, so did they complete that work order? Let's come down here. And we're gonna put it put our floodgate, and we're gonna make sure we do select material after placement, and we're gonna do our iron floodgate. So hopefully someone will run down here pretty quick and get that set up. And they've got that placed, so it'll be ready to link as soon as they place the floodgate. Other things I want them to mine, we should probably go ahead and do a couple more bedrooms. So I think I'm going to come down here a little ways, and put that back on for priority. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a little kind of square here, and I'm just going to put a couple bedrooms around that. So let's put one here and do like that. And then we'll put one here like that. And we'll mirror it on the other side. And we could probably also put one like here. There we go. And we'll put one here as well, 5 by 3. And that way it's not all just kind of just one straight solid line of these. Gives it a little bit of variation here. And I think we also finished the last cabinet to put in for this guy's bedroom. Oh. Perfect. We are going to want to do some more tables and thrones. So let's just do 15 of each, I suppose. Oh, and before I forget, someone also commented saying that you can set your manager up right away, because until you reach a certain number of dwarves, they don't need an office to actually go and be able to like verify the orders. So I had waited. I had gone and built the office first, thinking that it was necessary, but nope. It's I was told that you can go ahead and do that as soon as you embark on your map. So that's definitely good to know, because it does make things so much easier instead of having to go in and manually do that one at a time, like I was doing there on the first episode. I thought they would go ahead and run over here and do this right away, because I have it as 1. Unless they just can't get down there for some reason. Upward slope. Downward slope. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they should be able to get there. Oh, wait a minute. I think I messed it up when I did that. Yep, I think I did. Because that's now an upward slope. Mine. Downward slope. Yep. Okay, so let's come over here, actually. Let's cancel this. And, let's cancel this. And we're going to mine a downward slope over here. So down and then down. There we go. That'll fix it. Okay, he wants to do that first, so we're going to wait until he does this one up here. There we go. He's running up to the top of the fortress. We definitely need to get our defenses going up here as well. Just because I was also told that, yep, they can attack you pretty much whenever. I had thought it was once you had reached a certain number of dwarves or reached a certain value for your fortress. But it seems like that can happen whenever. So with being as close as we are to the goblins, we want to make sure that we get that set up as soon as possible. All right, let's see. They did get all that going, so let's do just a couple more. Oh, and again, go back to 4 on the priority. I like to space these out just a little bit, so that we can go back and put paths in between them if we have to. I think that's probably good for now. Have they placed the floodgate yet? Nope, it looks like they're still waiting on that to be done. Do we have anyone construct building? So, yep, it looks like you are taking that down there. It's just taking a little bit of time because it is quite heavy. And they're getting hungry. But that's great. Let's go ahead and lock these as well, just so we don't have anyone going out there and nothing can come in. Down here, we're gonna set up our like our leather working and everything. I might also make a small room here for our fisher dwarf, so that way he can place his fish dissecting. I think that's the one we need. Farming, the fishery. Yep, processes raw fish into edible food. Raw fish will not be eaten. So that's good. And then I'm also, let's go up and check and see where he's at with that. So it looks like he did get that mined out as well. Let's make sure he didn't get stuck in here somewhere, just to be safe. And then we'll have them pull the floodgate lever again and see if we can get that working properly this time. So go ahead and pull that lever. Hopefully someone will run over here and get that going pretty quickly. So yep, they are grabbing the silver crafts and studding that, or encrusting them with the gems. So now we've got water going back down here again. And hopefully it will work out a little better this time than last time. Okay. And then they should have that floodgate taken down here. Yep. So then we're going to come over here and link our lever with that, with the floodgate. And then we're going to have them pull it. Oh, so I see where I made my mistake. I told them to pull it before they linked it. And that got me a little messed up, but that's okay. So our water is about ready to reach our magma pool. And we'll see what happens this time. Hopefully it doesn't all just go down here. Hopefully it actually comes here. I didn't think about that. There should be enough water coming down that it falls. Yep. And it looks like it hit the magma. But it's still collapsing. Oh, there we go. Obsidian wall. Alright, so I think we've got it figured out now. So it looks like the water is starting to expand and cover all of this area now. Looks like some of it is still collapsing, but we did get one piece here. So hopefully that means it's going to work, as water is covering all of this now. Yep, obsidian. Nice. It's interesting that only this one made the wall, where the rest are the floor. Now, I'm thinking, we don't want our dwarf to be standing here when he, This is an open space, so if he mines this, this is open. So if he... I think I might have messed this up. This is not how I was thinking it was going to work. So what I actually need to do is mine out to here. Let's just do this so we don't mess up our ramp. So mine into here. And then we'll build walls. Here and here. Yeah, so we'll have to move our floodgate. So let's deconstruct that. Our floodgate's going to have to go here. Yep, perfect. And then build machines floodgate. We'll put it right there. Oh, I did... we want to select material after placement, and we... oh, it's only allowing me to select that one because it's being hauled somewhere. No, I don't want you to store that in the stockpile. That's unfortunate. I think he's trying to take it all the way back up. Yeah, I can only place the talc one. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. It'll give them time to get these walls constructed. And then I think what I actually need to do is put the floodgate here, leave it down so that I can channel in here. So what I'll do is I'll channel to the level below on this tile, and then I'll mine out like here and here. But let's not have them do that yet until we man, that's unfortunate that he's oh, he set it over here. Okay, he got tired. Thank goodness. Okay. Select material after placement. It's still not... Okay, can we lock it? So now it's a forbidden item. Will it let me do that, or am I gonna have to unpause? Give me 1 second here. After placement. Okay. So let's unforbid or unlock it. Let's unlock it. And now can we do it? Floodgate. Yep, perfect. Okay. So now someone should run down and get that. Do we have someone coming to do that? Yep, we do. So they're making their way down. Oops. Oh, poor fish. There's a fish getting pushed down in there. Now, it is putting a wall here. I wonder if that's going to mess this up. So maybe we want to leave that. Or raw adamantine. Praise the miner. Huh. Can we see where that is at? Raw adamantine. Oh, all the way down on the very bottom. Yellow diamond clusters, red star. Huh. Okay. Alright, well, let's come back up here. Yeah, so that's making walls here. We might want to pull that lever real quick and stop the water from coming down until we fill our chamber with magma. I didn't think about that yet. But okay, so we've got that in place. And we're gonna come back up here, link this again with that. And now we should be able to go ahead and mine this out. Yep, we got someone coming down already. Hoping this works. We'll find out here in a minute. Let's see. Let's follow our miner. Okay, so did he... Oh, of course, someone else took the task. Okay, so I'm thinking this is gonna... Because this is an open space, he's gonna dig this out, and it should let the magma in here. Hopefully these walls are okay, and it doesn't start to flood everywhere. Okay. Alright. So then the next step is to make sure that no one else comes back down here. So we're gonna build a just a wall over top our stairs here, to make sure no one else comes back down, because this should now be linked to our lever. And then we'll be able to actually finally get our magma set up here. And hopefully it will be able to flood all the way down into there. Okay, so they got that built. So we're going to pull the lever, and we're going to see what happens. So someone's on their way down now to do that. Let's tell him he can now do whatever he wants. Alright, we've got someone on the way. Oh, and we have someone, our first dwarf taken by a Fey Mood. So we'll see what we'll see what workshop they take over. Am I having the same problem? It's linked to the lever. I definitely saw him pull it, but we'll see. So they've taken over the armorer. So we'll have to see what they want for that. Hopefully we have all of the stuff they need. Okay, so our floodgate is open, and the magma is coming in. I don't think it'll flood back up there, but it shouldn't really matter if it does. Okay, they've begun the construction, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's perfect. And let's go ahead and come up here, and we're going to go ahead and tell them to start making these magma smelters. And I think it's that center tile. Blocked at this location. Okay, so it looks like our dwarf has finished her mysterious construction. She has created Saralir, a copper mail shirt, and she offers it to us as a gift. So we will definitely take that. And I think we might even go ahead and assign it as like a symbol of office to our militia commander. So I was wrong. We're going to come in here and build a floor tile over top that. It turns out it's not the center tile. It just has to be a tile. And it looks like you can't do the center tile because that's where you need to click to place the workshop down. So that's okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to have them come down, and we're going to just do that one there. So we'll have it 1, 2, 3, space. We'll put one there. Before we do that, let's check real quick. Magma smelter. So yeah, if we put one there, leave a space and put one there. Yeah, let's move it over so it's in the corner. So 1, 2. We'll just have it right there against the wall. So that one's fine. This one we're gonna move over 1. We're gonna put 1 there and 1 there, and cancel this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and tell him to mine, just so he runs down here real quick to get that complete. Oh, troglodytes. Okay. So one of our adventurers that came to join our fort has encountered some troglodytes. Where are you at? Okay. So let's just hop in real quick and see the combat. Has the tide turned? Saved me. So it's not looking very good. Getting punched. Yeah. She's withdrawing. Oh, she collapses from exertion, so that's not good. We need to be careful. We might... I don't think she's gonna make it. I would be surprised. She seems to be getting beaten down by these troglodytes quite well. Yep, so she's dead. So I think what I'm gonna do for the time being is I'm going to go ahead and lock these doors. I don't think we have to worry about the troglodytes trying to beat them in, but we definitely do need to assign our first militia squad sooner rather than later, just because we do have some hostiles. We can check it here. So yeah, it looks like we do have a group of troglodytes and cave pups mostly. Nothing else to really worry about. This one's named, which I'm curious about. Um, so yep, this is the one that killed our Mark's dwarf, unfortunately. Dabbling in everything. Um, can we see anything interesting about them? A savage man-like creature. She is indefatigable and very agile, but she is weak and flimsy and slow to heal. Okay, well, oh, that was maybe something. She was strengthened after becoming a parent in the year 100. She is always in love with somebody and easily develops positive feelings, so that's very interesting. Okay, let's come back up here to the main focus of what we're trying to do. So we have that built, so we're gonna go ahead and place our furnaces or our smelters first. So we're gonna place one here, and they do have to be magma safe material. So we'll just use this. I guess that we'll just select closest material, and we'll place down those. I don't like that they're touching. I miscounted the number of tiles I thought I had there. Oh, and actually we need to unlock the door because it looks like one of our other guests is still outside. Is she coming back in, or is she possibly? I might unlock this door and just to see if she runs back in or if she stays out in the caverns. So let's see, how's our magma filling up our chamber? Pretty good. I don't think we'll have to worry about it reaching the top. And it doesn't tell me now when you place a well, it tells you if it's dry or if there's enough water. It doesn't tell you that for this. So I might make sure that all the tiles get at least above 2, maybe 3, which it seems like it's coming in pretty quickly. So ideally, if we could just be patient enough to let it get to 7 and be full, then we definitely won't have any problems with it later on. So while we're waiting for this to fill, let's come back up to our tavern. And we're just going to place down those extra tables and chairs that we made. So let's put another set of 10 over here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 2. Oh, are they still working on the? No, I'm pretty sure I told them to make chairs. Maybe not. So rock thrones, 15. Maybe I didn't. We've got our first elven caravan. I'm gonna be honest. I don't always get a lot from the elven caravans. I feel like they're just not as I don't know. They don't always bring me the goods I'm looking for. um, so I honestly don't get a whole lot of things from the elves. Did we end up making the anvils? So no, we don't have any ready. So let's go ahead and see if we can do an iron anvil. And let's just do if we get 3, that would be great to start with, but I don't think we have that many bars of iron. We can check real quick. No, we only have 1 iron bar, so we're gonna definitely need to start smelting some iron, which we can do hematite. I believe that's iron. So we'll get that going. We will go ahead and see if we can't take some goods over here to the depot. Let's see. Did we ever get any cut gems that are worth anything? That one's worth 400. That one's 300. Roughly. I don't think our guy has very good skill. I think that's what's kind of messing us up a little bit. So 7, 9, 11. That should be good enough as long as he's close to the actual amount. Another thing I forgot. Let's check prepared meals real quick. We do have a couple left, so that's gonna be fine for now. But we do, I think, want to come to our tavern and tell them to brew drink from plants. And also, let's make some more rock, I think it's pots. Yeah. Let's just make like 30 of them, and we'll use up a bunch of these plants that we have and get that so that way we can start replanting the seeds, because I think until we brew them, they won't get seeds back from them. And let's also put our fishery in down here. Let's see. Yep, so they've made it down here. Let's request our broker. And we'll see what they've brought us. Sometimes they have some interesting animals. I think they have different animals than we have access to. So where's our guy? Trade at the depot. There we go. Shouldn't take him very long to get up here. We'll definitely have to start training some of our animals as well to become war animals and hunting animals. Alright, so let's go ahead and trade. We'll mark all. So 1100. So yeah, he was right on the mark with how much he was charging us, or how much he was assuming they were going to be worth. A rhinoceros. That's pretty cool. I never buy their weapons because they're all made of wood. And their clothes don't fit us, so we don't bother with any of that. And looks like the rest is just fruit and leaves. So I'm not really interested in any of that as well. So I think we're going to come back up here and grab these instruments. And also the toys. And I mean, the buckets we'll definitely use at some point. So I think that's really all I want from them. We might as well grab those just because we have a little extra. And let's see if we can take one of these off and still get it. Nope. We'll grab the barrel as well. Okay, I think I'm just not going to worry about the little bit of extra, and I'm just going to go ahead and accept that trade with them. So then we no longer need him here. Um, so let's go back down and check our little magma pond here. It's still filling up a little bit, but at least we have it up and ready to go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode. I think we did go a little bit long. Yeah, yeah. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And I'm probably going to sit down and record the next episode right away. But we'll get that the rest of our forge area set up. It's really good that we have the magma ready to use. That's awesome. So I'm gonna let this fill up, and then I'll go ahead and close our floodgate, and then I'll let the water come in and fill the rest of this area. So we don't have to worry about any magma creatures coming in. So until then, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Like I said, I've played a lot, but I've never been very good at it. So I will be more than happy to take any suggestions or tips and tricks you guys might have. What you guys have commented so far has been more than helpful. So I thank you for that, and I will see you in the next one.